I have not worked with Kitkat to know. So there's the rope that we were talking about around the neck, and what it's given me is a moment of, she could back out and leave, but it gives me a moment of not being in a vulnerable area right away and say, pay attention, there's my licking and chewing. But as you can also see, I may have an opportunity to close the fingers and ask her to stay, but that's usually it.
So in actually closing your fingers, she's hearing, please stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers are yield, see that? So that's as light as it is, and you can imagine, so if she ever decides to leave and you've got, by that point, 150, 200 pounds at the end there, it's a lot. So there's my beginning of my neck yield to close fingers.
And that's about the same pressure as a half halt?
Yeah, exactly. So this, Richard Shrake, when you ride a baby, Richard will refer to it like having a piece of pizza in between your hands, because basically it's a triangle like that, from the mouth to your hands. This is much the same here, because you've got the triangle in the hand here, so piece of pizza. But I can teach that yield, that light. And this is my beginning of my baby steps, because if I want left, right, forward, I need to put it on them, and for them to understand my left and right. Pressures below, bingo. Okay. And she's not had that, so it can be very minor. And it's just that light. So, you know, when I get a 20-year-old come to a clinic and they go, my horse doesn't drop its head, you wonder why. Right. It takes 10 seconds to teach a horse to lower the head and to go left and right. So this way's my left. Good job, and I have her engaging more so than yesterday right now. There's my head drop. And she's cued, and there's your boredom. Okay, so we shift it. So she's saying, I'm done with that. She's got 2 swirls. She's going to learn everything exceedingly quickly. And the only reason you'd go slow is to demonstrate, not for her. I've seen how does she react with a rope round her neck and on her leg. She hasn't freaked out. So that's a good thing. I'm just going to move her out of here a bit. So there's the light touch for the moving forward. Now, because I have her on a rope, there's other things I could ask. I've had that neck bend that one way. You guys have been rubbing, Suzanne's done a great job with the ears. I was seeing all the rubbing that you've done. There's my neck yield. I can ask her to stay present when I massage the ear.
Anna, when she neck yielded, then what was the impetus?
I want her nose slightly to me.
No, but how come she did that?
I asked her to.
You did here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked her to pay attention when we're together, and that I'm really the only thing she needs to be concerned with. And so I'm asking her to yield her neck. And she doesn't have to, and she doesn't have to like it, but I'd like her to at least try for me. And with that, I'll massage the tip of the ears to see what's going on there, and I'd like to be able to look in. Now, Excalibur had a bunch of mosquitoes and bites in there, and it's really important to look, and you'll see in the ear and what it looks like, and the reason you're massaging is so that you could see what's going on in the ear. Are they okay? Instant. And that will release the endorphins when you circle underneath the eye. Nice movements. Remember, I don't expect it to go on for half an hour with her, because Kitkat doesn't seem to be the one that says, let's keep going with this stuff. So what you do on one side, you'll do on the other side. You would actually repeat it here, but I'll leave that. Exercises, intimacy exercises. Always keep an eye on this rope. Make sure it's with you correctly. Her bottom lip is dangling, but I'm exploring, what does she think of this? What does she think of her nose maybe being rubbed? This hand's fairly open and light. Is she okay with that? I'd like her to keep her nose here. Is she okay with underneath? What does she think about her nose being touched, her top lip? Not only will I ask you to do things, but I'll prove to you that you don't need to look in the distance. In fact, when you lower this head, I'm going to take care of all of that. So I'm now your eyes for about 1.5 miles away. When she relaxes, brings her nose back over here, we praise her. The release of pressure and the reward. Now from there, I can go in. Now see how you go into the side of the mouth? You're not being invasive. So you're not coming in and shoving your fingers in. I had a student put all 4 fingers in without asking, just shoving them in the throat. You're really asking on the side, gently asking, can I come in here? It's possibly the first time they've had human fingers in there. She's going to mouth with it to make this action. And you can release by removing the hand and praising her. Let's have a look here. Can we do that? How are you with that line? There, I can look in. So one thumb at the top. You can do a thumb or a finger at the bottom. What you don't want is to pull that tongue out. If you pull the tongue out, you break the tongue. There's a wishbone in it. And each time you see anybody pull that tongue out, they're breaking the bones in the tongue. So you don't want to do that. So you can easily just put the finger up here, and you can see the size of her tongue. You can see the bars here. That means that there's no teeth here. So you're safely doing it, and she's engaging. And you can see what her tongue shape is like, what her teeth are like, very gently without ever hurting her or being invasive. This will be massage, so you can massage with 2 fingers here. From that, we're going to come round and you're going to end up cupping your hand underneath the chin. So you come in the side and around. Come the head again. Round and massage her top gum. Make sure she is unbelievably soft, meaning this lip is soft. A lot of them will pull that down and bite you, try to, and that.
So Anna, your palm is on the lower jaw.
I
but
find
your
now when I
fingers
first did this, Dana, I'd come in and just do that.
Right.
I found if I rest
if you anchor it, yeah.
I've actually feel a lot safer, and my students are less likely to have the fingers pulled in.
But you're on the top gum from.
Yes, so you
okay.
come in the side. We're going to not bore her again. So come in the side, come round,
Got it.
and circular motions, not with your fingertips, so no nails. Circular motions and massage. And this gets them ready for worming, for the bit, for anything in their mouth, for dentistry. It's also relaxation. There, now she's trying to bite and lick and fun things like that. But if you stand in the shoulder, you're okay. If she swings her head around, I shouldn't get head butted. This elbow can just keep me safe as well. This is nice and soft, and we're massaging her gum. You can see how that top lip stays really soft. So now she's pushed. She says she's done with that.